Rift update, trying to screw around with the Rift apps, and they broke the sound in my Rift headphones. So, until we gotta get a new update, I gotta use my headphones on top of my Rift. What a pain in the ass. Alright, let's see how it's gonna run today. May not be running. I did try yesterday and it was terrible. So I just logged back out. I wanted to fight bad servers and chase them. So let's see what we have going on here. Mobile glass. Mobile glass. Alright. Close mobile glass. We'll see how it's going to run here. Won't show it up fast, so that's a good sign.
Your ship has been delivered to the following landing pad.
Bad signs, good signs. All signs point to. Here we go. Doesn't appear that bad today. Could change at any time, but at the moment things seem pretty good. Seem pretty good. I think I was a pad one. I really ought to pay more attention. Alright, that was pad one. Alright, now remember, this is a delivery mission, so you have to use the ladder. Don't try to use the cargo hold. That isn't necessary when you're trading. But every time I've tried to trade here lately, it's crashed. So I don't haven't even bothered. I'll wait till the next patch. See how it works out. Get the server in better shape. Okay. Start up.
Acknowledged.
Origin jump works at your service. Core system operational.
Looks pretty good today. Take off.
Ascending. Retracting modules. Handing you the con.
Range.
Landing gear raised.
Collecting data.
Jump.
Jumping.
Drive activated.
We are activated. Here we go. View 4.
Quantum drive deactivated.
Range.
Collecting data.
Crab sack floating out there. This is on the other side of the planet. Jump.
Jumping.
Quantum drive activated.
Yep. Here's the B. We got good frame rates now. All depends on the servers.
Quantum drive deactivated.
Cruise control.
Affirmative.
Change view. Change view. Somebody check my head tracking here. Make sure we're centered. We are now. Why am I getting an overheating warning? Obviously, the server is weird. Must have got too much speed. Checking the MFD, it doesn't really matter. Probably just stuck. That's what happens. Once a warning comes up, it never goes away, it seems like. I have no idea why it would have came up on such a short jump. Control.
Affirmative.
Landing mode.
Landing
Ship lights.
gear deployed.
Activating searchlights.
Titan Renegade, it really has some red lights. Such is life.
Pressure fuel 75%.
Yeah. Change view. Change view. Exit seat.
Affirmative.
Yeah, we're gonna leave it run. If somebody's here, they can steal it. Be the worst thing that ever happened in my life. Is the ladder gonna kill us? Not today, or at least not yet. We still have time to get it done. Pretty today for some reason. Frame rates are really, really good. Probably right up until I go to get the box. Pretty good. Okay, they've got the box in the corner in the dark no doubt. It's gonna work. Open, 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 open. We have the box. lights are not very bright on this ship, as you can tell. Like I say, my little Titan lights up a football field. Whoops. Using the ladder, cargo boxes don't work for delivery missions. Or cargo holds, I guess I should say. And because I learned all my shipping at UPS, I just drop things. That was special training at UPS. Ship lights.
Flare
Activating
countermeasures
searchlights.
Ship lights.
Activating
They're
searchlights.
not turning off. Ship lights.
Activating
Where are they?
searchlights.
Take off.
Ascending. Retracting modules. Handing you the comm.
Work this way.
active. Landing gear raised.
On this planet or another.
75%.
Kilometers. Range.
Collecting data.
I can't jump in there from here. Nope. Get out of the atmosphere. Okay, we'll pick up a point somewhere. I could look it up where it's actually at, but I don't care. Just don't care. Get out of the atmosphere, we'll find us some. Somewhere in there. Not empty. I would think there would be. Huh. See one off the top of my head. Well, there it is. Duh. Jump.
Jumping.
Quantum drive activated.
Yeah, duh.
Quantum drive deactivated.
Range.
Collecting data.
Let's see if that took us around the planet. We're not going to be able to jump there. We're going to have to go around Crusader, let's see. Go to the comm array. Jump. Could have used port.
Jumping.
Quantum drive activated.
Could have used 114. Probably Daymar. Probably.
Quantum drive
Range.
deactivated.
Range.
Collecting data.
It is on Daymar. Jump.
Quantum
Jumping.
drive activated.
Ship looks small. Hear that on the legend.
Quantum drive deactivated.
Range.
Collecting data.
Jump.
Jumping.
Quantum
Around
drive
the planet we go.
activated.
WISCR 3754, have you read the article about lumberyards' development woes?
Yeah, but you know what? I don't think it's really that much effective.
Alert. Engines overheating.
They
Quantum
may,
drive deactivated.
6 seems to be making multiplayer work, so I'll give them the benefit of the doubt here. Just because the team over there at Amazon couldn't get it to work, they maybe say, we'll wait for Star Citizen or CIG to get it fixed, and then we'll use their tech. Cruise control. That's just a guess on my part.
Affirmative.
Yeah, obviously the developers at Amazon just couldn't get it to work how they like it. Of course, I don't know what kind of game they're making. It may be a different type of game than what's CIG's making here, and they may not be able to get the capacity. We don't know yet what kind of capacity this game's going to have. They only have 50 people per server. Amazon may have found that was not adequate. So we don't know all the information, so it's really kind of hard to make any judgments. As I said, we don't know that CIG is going to make it work yet. 50 players does not make an MMO. It does make it multiplayer, though. We'll just have to wait and see.
WISCR 3754, there is also rumor that Amazon is about to abandon development in favor of other engines.
That's true too. I've heard that one, but you know what? We really don't know. And they may very well do that. They may have figured out that, you know what, CryEngine is not going to work out. CIG's pretty much screwed. They put all their marbles into it. They really can't make any changes. Landing mode. Oh, they can. It's just they've got to rewrite everything for a new game. Landing mode. Cruise control.
Landing gear deployed.
Affirmative.
Like I say, we just don't have enough information yet. I mean, I'm not a white knight for CIG, but They may very well fail. We don't know. They may have to cut way back on the scope to make it work. You know? Or they may have to go to a different engine, just like Amazon's talking, or rumor at Amazon is. Who knows? They claim how transparent SIG is, but SIG's not very transparent. They tell you what they want to tell you, and that's pretty much it. They don't tell you the facts. Change view. I mean, I hope they make it work, but there's no guarantees. They've sure had their share of troubles. Change view. Exit seat.
Affirmative.
They've done some things that I think are really pretty silly, but other people like it, so I don't know. The thing about it is, if they do have to change engine, it'll back up development another 5-10 years or whatever. But at least they have all the assets made where they can switch them over to a new engine. It'll take time, but they can't do that. I mean, I never understood why they wanted to use CryEngine to begin with. It is a pretty engine for FPS stuff, but it was never designed to do what they're trying to do with it.
WISCR 3754, patch 3.6 initial launch looks like it has been gutted with featured to be released later in 3.6 and others pushed to further releases. Are you surprised?
No, that's pretty much run-of-the-mill for CIG. They have all these roadmaps that mean nothing. They always push features back. So that's just nothing new. I mean, that's just what SIG has done. I mean, we still haven't got the stuff in game that was promised in 3.0, and 3.0 came out, what, 2 years ago? And it's still not in the game. I mean, they claimed that 3.0 was going to be this phenomenal thing, that all this stuff that we haven't got yet would be in it. So they haven't even delivered on 3.0. They keep, you know, putting their numbers up, but the bottom line is we still don't have that game they promised. And 3.0 was a year late from when they said it was going to launch. So, yeah, no, SIG pushing back everything. No, it doesn't surprise me. That's pretty much their MO. It always has been. They've never delivered on what they said they were going to do. I'm not saying they don't eventually deliver on things, but it's never within their timeline. It's always years or 2 years later.
Flare countermeasure active.
Takeoff.
Ascending. Retracting modules. Handing you the con.
And it's actually running really good today.
Landing gear
That's always a plus.
raised.
Bulb glass. See if anything else turned up. Didn't I just do this one? Oh, they want me to go back to Gillette Family Farms. Okay, let's see. Maybe we could do a long one here. No, we're not going to Area 18. I do not want to mess with the lag mess.
WISCR 3754, if SIG don't share their networking tech with Amazon, do you believe Amazon will litigate?
Well, they never shared anything with Crytek. That's part of that. It was part of that lawsuit. So I don't know. I don't know what their contract is. Did they contract to share? You see, I have no idea what their contract is. I think if they did not contract to share, they're not required to. Although since they're running their servers, I would think I would want to share, get a break on the servers, get a free server for a while or something. I don't know. So it's but we don't know what the contract is when they went to Lumberyard. Did they say they were going to share their information? Like I say, they did always have a problem with Crytek. They never shared with Crytek. Change view. Up mobile glass. Close mobile glass. I knew I'd get the right command, so I don't know. You know, it all depends. It all depends what their contract is, if they're even required to. Range.
Collecting data.
Yeah, they may hold it for, like I say, they may sell the tech if they get it working to what Amazon will accept. They may sell that tech for whatever, X amount of dollars or server time or whatever that is. Like I say, without knowing what the contract is, you don't know what they're required to do. Jump might get us around the planet.
Jumping.
Quantum drive
Always interested in the
activated.
space station out here. The mission out here is really fun. Doesn't pay anything, which is amazing.
Contact.
Oh, we got too many people here.
Quantum drive deactivated.
Holy shit. Range.
Collecting data.
Got everybody fighting out here. We'll pass. Gotta have some marker out here. Alright. Nothing. Showing up that I can jump to. Sense, but range.
Collecting data.
Range.
Collecting data.
There it goes. Just a little glitch.
WISCR 3754, 3.6 has new shield tech.
Yes.
However, it only looks as if SIG have increased the fidelity of the shields.
Yeah, I read about what they're trying to do. I don't know if it's going to be anything in a visual change. Jump.
Jumping.
It's supposed to be
Activated.
It's supposed to be. It's not supposed to be an arc. We'll have to see how it works.
Contact.
It will be interesting.
Quantum drive deactivated.
Spool.
Affirmative.
Jump.
Quantum
Jumping.
drive activated.
It will be interesting. But I would have thought they would try to get armor in the game before they put new shield tech in. Like I say, I really don't understand all the way they try to do things. It seems like they're always putting the cart before the horse. We still don't have armor, so I would have thought they'd have tried to get that
Quantum
in game.
drive deactivated.
Because basically the shields the way they are to me are just fine. I don't know. May find out that I like the new shields. They work better, or for whatever reason. I don't know that I'll even notice the difference. Spool.
Affirmative.
Jump.
Jumping.
Quantum drive activated.
Yes, the on this server is running really, really well. I haven't run into anything with that little graphical glitch. I notice our ships are now
Quantum drive
reorientating
deactivated.
after we leave quantum travel to the planets. You notice they used to just be upside down when they left quantum travel. Now that's a server change. That wasn't in the code, I don't think. So they are obviously working stuff backside that we're not getting updates for. Cruise control.
Affirmative.
Because I never reorientated coming out of quantum travel on planets. Whatever position I was in, upside down, sideways, it always stayed that way, but now it's actually rotating the ship to be coming in topside. So that's a change, and we haven't got any patches. Like I say, this server, I don't know if it's... I mean, yesterday I tried to log
WISCR 3754, leaked 3.6 Evocity development notes show a lot of feature scanned updates not being tested by the Evocity.
That's not surprising, because once again, I doubt if half of what's on the patch notes are actually in the build. I mean, history tells us that it's not going to be feature complete. So they're not even testing the stuff. I mean, it never is. They never get in what they say they are. So if they're not testing it, that's a pretty good sign that those things are not going to be in the build. For whatever reason. Cruise control. Landing mode.
Affirmative.
Landing gear deployed.
I mean, just like last patch, they claimed they fixed the bed logouts. I haven't got it to work yet. So they're not fixed. They claimed they were in the patch notes.
Hydrogen fuel 50%.
But they weren't fixed. Okay, we're going to have to quit after this one. We're going to run out of fuel without a refuel.
WISCR 3754, not surprisingly the ship purchase kiosks aren't working in Evocity.
No, and I don't think, and they may get them to work. I don't even know that they're big. That's it. I don't even know that that's a big deal. Change view. People are complaining about it, but you know what? We don't have persistence. I am not going to farm couple million credits to be able to purchase a ship off a kiosk that's just going to get wiped. I mean, people want to play a game, and it's not a game yet. Change view. Change view. So I can live without that. Exit ship. Exit seat. Exit seat. Huh. Exit seat.
Affirmative.
There it goes. Yeah, so yeah, like I say, they're putting a lot of stuff, building a lot of stuff that the game just doesn't need at this time. Stated that we need things like we need to check things that are actually, I don't know, like mission loops and I don't know. Some people, they really want to be able to buy ships in the PU, but I just can't see with things without server meshing and all that stuff, the way the PU runs, it's too easy to lose your credits. Crashes are way too often. They're just going to complain, well, I had all these credits and now I lost them. And I just, like I say, some things, until they get stability, I just don't see where the things they're trying to add are going to make any difference.
WISCR 3754 3.6 has more mining mechanics.
Yes,
Interested?
I do. I have a prospector, but the mining mechanic they need is filtering. Anything they change, all this other stuff is useless. You cannot really make any money. Money at mining is all based on being able to filter your junk. If you cannot filter out the crap when you mine, it is never going to make money, so you can't even build the economy around it. So changing the view, changing how it looks, changing this, I mean, they keep reworking it. It looks beautiful. I grant you, the mining lasers and all that stuff, the retraction, it looks good. Leave it alone. Now give us tier 2 or tier 1 or whatever you want to call it, where we can actually filter out the scrap rock, so we can actually load our prospectors up with ore that is valuable. You could spend an hour mining and make less than 2,000 credits. I mean, you're better off to do missions than you are to mine right now. And unless that's what they're working on, I just don't see the purpose. It's you want to change the color of the laser beams? Like I say, and I don't know what they're changing. I won't know until they put the patch out and I try it. But if they're not giving us filtering, they're wasting our time. Because everything else about mining works, as far as I'm concerned. I don't have any problem with the mechanics. I don't have the scanning. I have no problem with any of it. What I have problem with is I go out and every rock you find is low value ore, and that's okay if you can filter it, because you can make money on low value ore if you can get rid of the scrap rock that you collect. But you'll collect out of most asteroids, you'll get maybe out of a whole load, you'll get 90% scrap and 10% aluminum. Aluminum doesn't pay anything. Now, if you got a whole load of aluminum, you can make a little money. But if you're only carrying 10 SCU of it or 5 SCU on it, it's a waste of your time. So what you do is you break these rocks down. You don't get a good piece out of it. That means you wasted your time. You have to go to your next rock, try to break it down, and it doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Take off.
Ascending. Retracting modules. Handing you the con.
I mean, I would have thought in the original
Landing gear.
when they came up with mining, that would have been something they added to it right away. I would not have thought that it's been through all these changes so far, and they still haven't put filtering. Now, if they're not going to put filtering in it, they might as well come out. They said they were, but if they're not going to, and they're just trying to, we sold all these prospectors, now we're going to screw everybody by not giving them filtering. Well, people are going to melt them and get rid of them. There's no use in mining if they do not filter. I mean, I will get rid of mine. I'm not going to spend hours on end when I can make more money doing missions and trading cargo. Why have I got a $150 ship that does nothing except waste my time? I don't care how neat it is, or, and like everything else, mining gets boring. And that's okay. If it's profitable, I can live with the boredom. But if it's not profitable, there's just no reason to do it. Not there's-
WISCR 3754, the roadmap shows Horizon at 50% complete. Will Chris showcase this at SiteEyCon?
Who knows? You know what? They usually showcase stuff that isn't even close to release. All their videos, all their media is usually made up for something 2 years in the future. I have yet seen him showcase anything that's actually even close to being in the game. So I doubt anything that's going to be, they're not going to showcase it because they're afraid they'll look bad doing it. Does that make sense? Range.
Collecting data.
I mean, it's been my experience that he's going to showcase something 2 years out or a year out. You know, something he can't be getting in trouble for it not being right. Because one thing about their media, it always shows things that don't turn into reality. We've had so much CitizenCon media that came out, and none of that's in the game yet. Some of those CitizenCons are how many years old now?
Jumping.
So no, regardless of what everybody says, and they do say this, oh, he's going to do this, he's going to do that. No, he's not. He's going to do something that's not even close to being implemented in the game because they don't want to be caught lying. And of course, he can prove me wrong.
Quantum drive.
WISCR 3754, unlike last year, will Chris push pay to stream for Citizen with no recourse?
I don't know. I just really don't know on that one. Range? Yes, he will stream it. Yes, he will. Range?
Collecting data.
Yes. I guarantee you they will do that. Yes. Jump.
Jumping.
Quantum drive activated.
Because the thing about what they stream at CitizenCon, you know what? They avoid all the tough questions. They you know what? It's just a big media blitz for them. They don't deal with issues. That's not the purpose of it. Their purpose is to generate people's money. So they're not going to deal with anything that people are going to be able to complain about. They're not going to have a question and answer period. They're not going to allow Chris Roberts to be on stage and somebody asking him, how come this doesn't work? Range.
Collecting data.
So, yeah, they'll stream it live. Jump.
Jumping.
Quantum drive activated.
But people are talking they're going to showcase this or that. They've never showcased any recent stuff that's coming out.
WISCR 3754, do you believe the Vanish PN Star Citizen has worn off with the gaming community?
Oh yeah, they're going to have a rough time selling to people who aren't already involved. And that's just because of their own record.
Quantum drive.
It's nobody's fault but their own. Cruise control. Cruise control. But yeah, people
Affirmative.
are not going to believe them. I'm sorry. I mean, you know what? You can say what they get bad media or people are talking bad about them, but you know what? It's their own fault. They have pretty much lied to the public about everything for so long. People just are not buying into what he's telling them anymore. It's hard to get new people to buy into this game, and just like Squadron 42, it's going to have to be awfully good for people to buy that game who haven't already purchased it. It will have to be awfully good. He is going to have to get some phenomenal reviews off of it. If he does not, if it gets low scores, if it doesn't score 90s across the board on every review, you know what? It ain't gonna sell very well. But that's his own fault. He's hyped it up. He sold it, and he has never delivered. It's, you know, that's their own fault. I'm not saying he didn't have any choice, or it was, you know, I'm not saying he tried to squeeze everybody. I'm not saying that. But the way it has worked out, it has not worked out in his favor by what they have done media-wise. We shall see. You can never tell with Star Citizen. I mean, the game is pretty. It's no prettier than any other game out there. They are trying to do some things that really haven't been done before, but there's games that are passing them up, like Dual Universe. Dual Universe pretty much has everything that Star Citizen has now, and it's going to release sooner than Star Citizen is. It'll probably release sooner than Squadron 42. And it looks like it's going to be a pretty awesome game. So, who knows? But CIG has now got the point they really have to have an awesome product. The money they've spent, the time they've spent, their own media creations of how good it's going to be, it has to be now. Cruise control.
Affirmative.
Just like this whole CitizenCon thing, isn't it pretty much a joke for a company to be tooting their own horn over something they've never delivered on? Landing mode.
Landing gear deployed.
I mean, once it's a success, I can see all that. Right now, it just, yeah, I'm not interested. Well, this ship does burn some. This burns some hydrogen fuel. We have not had our cruise control on while we've been jumping, so it's not like we've been wasting it. Change view. But my Titan will go a lot farther on hydrogen fuel. Of course, it might have bigger tanks too. Now, I don't know that it doesn't. Now, this ship looks really good in this light. Sometimes it looks like crap, but this color looks real good in the light here on Daymar. Change view. Exit seat.
Affirmative.
WISCR 3754, New York comments are being deleted. What is happening?
You mean on the Spectrum?
WISCR 3754, or were being deleted.
No, that can't happen. Hang on a second, let me check here. Okay, your comments are up. You mean you can't hear me? Mic's working.
WISCR 3754, the live chat was deleting my comments.
It still shows up on mine, so now it'll delete the old one. Now it may be a case of how far I have it the scroll open here. Let's see if I can open it up and see if it brings them back. I have it short scroll. Does that help any? Does that make a difference? Can you see more of them now? It may just be deleting them because I only show it open, well, on my browser now. I don't know what's going on inside. Let's see, you're on YouTube? I'm not sure what's going on in YouTube. Until I check the stream, I won't be able to see it. Well, wait, no, maybe I can. I don't have YouTube open. Let me see. I can open it. Get a picture of this live stream here. No, you're showing up on my chat in the live. All your comments are showing up in the chat in my on my live stream page. So I don't know why it wouldn't be showing up for you. I can't take a guess there, but it seems to be working fine on this end. But until I actually see the stream, I won't know, of course. But it does appear that it is working properly. I'll check it out after the stream's over here. Because it should not be deleting. You should be able to scroll back to all your messages. From one. Now mine won't show up in chat, of course, because I'm on voice. Because I really can't see the keyboard when I'm typing. Damn, I forgot to get the box. Whoops.
WISCR 3754, my comments are disappearing.
I don't know why, because they're still showing up on the live stream page. Even if when I scroll back through them, your old ones are showing up. Have you by chance have your settings set in such a way that your old comments are deleted?
WISCR 3754, my prior comments were about ship AI in 3.6.
Check again here. Okay, let's see how far I can scroll back here. Patch 3.6 initial launch looks like it has been gifted with features to be released later. That's your first comment, wasn't it? Yeah, I think that was. I have new shield tech. I have leaked avocado. I have not surprising purchase kiosk. Mining mechanics. Roadmap we talked about. So I do believe they're not getting deleted on my end. By taking the headset off and looking and scrolling back, I can read from when you first logged in. Well, I killed my frame rates. Should settle back out, hopefully. So your comment shouldn't be deleting. What's the deal here? What did I mess up? Whoops. Just very nice with that on. No doubt because I was taking on off the headset. Should smooth back out. Why are we carrying them on? Okay, there we go. And they will definitely keep showing up on the stream, even when it goes to a past stream video. Your comments will still show up because it's being recorded. Come on, frame rates, don't quit on me now. Do is get this box in here. What? Looks like he dropped it. Okay, that worked. Alright, frame rate's picking back up here. Okay. Looks like we got that little bitty trip done.
Flare countermeasure active.
WISCR 3754, your voice bot isn't working.
Voice bot isn't working. You mean... I wonder if something got turned off. Take off. Take off.
Ascending. Retracting modules. Handing you the con.
Landing gear raised.
Whoops. Oh, that wasn't good. Whoops. Well, if we're dead, we're dead. Who cares? Alright. Let us see here. Yeah, I was... Come on. All right. Okay, is that any better? Maybe because I didn't have it scrolled back up. Okay, I now have to claim this shit because I killed it. Just one of them things. Just killed the stream. May have just killed the camera. Come here. Pretty sure I did. Not going to be able to turn the camera back on, it looks like, because not sure why. It's not letting me. There it goes. Hang on. Okay. Camera back on. I think sometimes I managed to crash that ship by playing around. Yeah, I'll look at the stream. I'll make sure everything is right. It seems to be set up right. You should be able to hear me. Claim on this because of that bozo move. God, I was tabbed out when I did that. Instant death. We will check it out, and we're going to go ahead and end the stream, and we'll check and see what the problems are. So, Wiser, we'll catch you later, and hopefully everything did show up and showed up on the live stream. I'll make sure that if it didn't, I'll find out the reason why not. Because it sure shouldn't be deleting nothing. Not saying it wouldn't, but shouldn't. Should not. So we'll have to check it out here. Give it time to upload to the server. But it shows on my OBS screen that it is all the text is there. And it shows up on my browser for Restream.io that it's all there. So I will have to check it out, listen to the stream and see what we got. Make sure everything was working as intended. Hopefully. So next time we don't run into that problem. And we'll talk at you later. And as always, it was fun talking to you.